If I were to show you this picture, many of you would recognize it as Stonehenge. While the purpose of Stonehenge is not known, it is determined that the farmers who inhabited the area around Stonehenge when it was built could use Stonehenge as a way to predict winter and summer solstices by observing the stones over which the sun either rose or set. And because of this, it is clear that ancient civilizations had information and had clearly observed astronomical events and were able to develop the science of astronomy based upon these observations. From this, we can infer that astronomy was an important part of ancient civilizations, especially to their culture. Astronomy is the science of stars, so the movement of stars in the sky is astronomy. Astrology, however, which was used interchangeably in the ancient civilizations, is made to use predictions by the movement of celestial bodies. So many believe that the movement of stars would determine the fate of a person or a nation, while others believe that the movement of these stars caused events to occur. The study of astronomy, the earliest recorded study, began in Mesopotamia with solar and lunar cycles, the predictions and observations of solar and lunar cycles. After that, it spread throughout the Middle East and Europe, and when the Greeks conquered Mesopotamia, they took much of what they learned from the Mesopotamians and developed astrology studies in their schools, the biggest being in Alexandria. Much of it was developed in Egypt and Rome, but the Chinese also had their own astrology. In China, planetary conjunction might be used to signal the fall or the rise of a dynasty, as well as how well an emperor might serve the dynasty. In Mesopotamia, cosmic events were interpreted as messages from God. And after Assyria, Zervanism was created. It is said that Zervanism is to say that stars are indicators of predetermination. So when all the stars are in certain alignments, time will reset itself. And many of your ancient civilizations believed that history would repeat itself over and over again if all of the celestial bodies returned to their original positions. The uses of astrology were many, a great many. Some they tied into rituals, such as the Incan ceremony during the winter solstice, in which they tried to tie the sun and keep it from moving too far north, because the sun was very important to their culture. They used it to make predictions. They used astronomy to navigate the seas, or even on land. In China, it was used to predict the future health and success of an emperor, as I stated. And the oldest known sundial, which is to keep time, so our clocks are based off of sundials, was in Egypt. The Mayan calendar, which is also very popular in our culture, was determined by the movements of celestial bodies. So much of what is on the Mayan calendar is predicted using celestial movements, such as the alignments of certain planets and stars. And solar and lunar eclipses also marked seasons for agriculture, so the summer or winter solstice, which were very important to agriculture. Structures that demonstrate this, such as Machu Picchu, which was used in the winter solstice, or Stonehenge, in which I already admitted, and even in the Great Pyramids, a king's burial aligns with the belt of Orion and Thuban, which opens up a pathway of renewal and resurrection for the afterlife. So in this way, we can obviously see that astronomy and astrology were very important to ancient cultures.